A daring and innovative idea that's already on the drawing board. But when those people become unable to, it extinguishes. So how can Boulder engage all abilities? It's maintaining the lifestyles they've lived for years. Which means that anything you see in the street could end up in the creek. Scientists would be fascinated to find evidence of life on an asteroid. Trees grow in a forest, just as humans grow in a community. Students on average were found to waste about a quarter pound of food per meal. Isolation is a growing epidemic among older adults in America. But sometimes in the winter season, when a mid-afternoon can look like this, that may not be the easiest option. Our loss of ability can feel like a loss of dignity. Asteroids carry with them the key to unlocking the history of our solar system. Now today is the last day of the drive, so don't forget to come to the wreck and donate. We know you got it in you. This is Kelly Grega for News Team Boulder. Back to the desk. And when we work together, dreams really do become a reality. Along a half-mile stretch of Boulder Creek, these anglers are fishing for a new kind of catch. But this is no aquatic creature. It's a man-made monster.
As an angler, our most local water, which is Boulder Creek, probably resonates more with me than anything else.
A lifelong angler, Randy Hicks, knows water, and he knows when it's in danger.
For me, the Boulder that I want to realize is not one where there's a stream running through it with poor water quality, no fish, and lots of trash.
The stream cleanup is a service project sponsored by the Rocky Mountain Anglers. Local fishermen can help reel in the waste by trading their bait for bags, trash bags that is. But these efforts are only scratching the surface. Removing visible trash restores the natural beauty of the creek, but the deeper trouble is what goes unseen. In urban towns like Boulder, sidewalks and storm drains flow directly into our water systems, which means that anything you see in the street could end up in the creek. Contaminants like E. coli, nicotine, and estrogen were found in urban sections of Boulder Creek. These contaminants threaten not only the health of the community, but can completely change the ecosystem.
If you have low flows through town and you have a bunch of toxins and trash, certainly your water quality deteriorates.
And as creek levels continue to shrink, the sustainability of water is at risk.
There's a price to it, and the price is to keep things clean. Find a place to put their garbage and let everyone else enjoy it the next day.
And remember to keep Boulder clean, because we are all downstream. Kelly Grega, News Team Boulder. Any good craftsman will tell you, the first draft is not always the final product. The same could be said about life.
I've been homeless off and on for 19 years.
And sometimes the beauty of a product is in its story. For Johnny, his story is finding purpose through opportunity.
To be honest, this is the first time I felt like part of a community.
But opportunity came from an unlikely source. The emerald ash borer is a highly destructive beetle that's killed more than 78,000 trees. And in this epidemic, Boulder is ground zero. Trees grow in a forest, just as humans grow in a community, surviving on the strength of our roots and depending on our environment. But as the emerald ash borer continues to devastate the landscape of Boulder, one program is using dying trees to create new life. TreeOp is a community project that turns damage into decoration, scrap into skill.
A tree that came down in Boulder County has been transformed in as many ways as you can conceive and has helped transform lives in doing so.
The program was designed to repurpose infected EAB wood, but has given the crew a second chance at life.
In my estimation, it's helping people get a better foot forward.
The craftsmen are all part of the Ready to Work program, a transitional housing and employment plan for Boulder homeless. Crew members learn transferable job skills, but also find the self-confidence to branch out. It seems true for trees and people that when we are given the opportunity to grow, we can create beauty in the world. Kelly Grega, News Team Boulder. The familiar sounds of a Boulder trail, chirping birds, a cool breeze, and the shuffling of gravel under feet. Except this hiker is not your average outdoorsman.
You never know what you're going to see when you're outside.
In fact, you could even say he's over the hill. But Erie resident Jim Watkins is redefining the age-old reputation.
There's not a better place in the country than Boulder, Colorado to get out and explore things.
And on the last Thursday of every month, Jim can be found exploring the great outdoors. But he's not alone.
I'm very excited to be doing this.
Senior Hikes is an outdoor program offered through Boulder County's Parks and Open Space Department. The hikes include information on the area's history, wildlife spotting,
Hopefully seeing animals and birds.
and tips for preserving the natural environment.
I've done a number of these hikes, and I like to get out, and it's a nice opportunity to meet people and a nice opportunity to hopefully learn some things.
But these hikes aren't just an educational lesson. They're an intervention. As seniors age, they lose friends and loved ones, which can lead to feelings of loneliness, depression, and social isolation. Isolation is a growing epidemic among older adults in America. Programs like Senior Hikes allow intervention through physical activity. But for many seniors, a casual hike can feel like a summit. So how can Boulder engage all abilities? It's not just about offering them an active lifestyle. It's about making them active in the community.
And this gives them a chance to be part of the community and really seeing the best that Boulder County has to offer.
And feeling like a part of the community could make a big difference for seniors. Over 322,000 people live in Boulder County. 34,000 of them are over the age of 65. This means that seniors make up only 10% of the population, leaving them at a greater risk for neglect.
Knowing that they're still a valued part of their community and they still have something to offer and they still have something to learn and still have something to provide and give back to the community and be actively engaged.
While there remains no quick fix to isolation, for seniors like Jim Watkins, it's the connection that matters. Kelly Grega, News Team Boulder. Hello and welcome to News Team Boulder. I'm Kelly Grega. Iraq announced this week it will limit the use of U.S. air power in the Battle of Mosul. There are an estimated 400,000 civilians trapped inside the besieged city. John Hickenlooper has vetoed multiple repeal efforts on methane and gas regulations. Thank you for joining us today on News Team Boulder. I'm Kelly Grega.